What's going on, brothers and sisters? This is late night discussion. Just another few more minutes, and I'm about to get ready to go to sleep, go back to work. I see things that most people don't see, or do see it and they just ignore it. And I begin to believe that people see a lot of things and they ignore it until it touches them some kind of way. Some people believe in their heart that other people's going to help them. Yeah, people will help you to a certain point, but not really. It's just to a certain point. Okay, let's use this for example. You had a job and you didn't know that your boss was going to sell the company because he didn't tell you. And you've been with the company for 20 years. Some of you been there for 20 years, some of you only been there for 10 years, right? So you feel that you have some kind of connection with the boss. You got some kind of, what can I say? You got some kind of trust. You got some kind of trust with the boss that, you know, you feel comfortable. You don't have to worry about anything. But what you didn't realize, your boss is about to sell the company. And then it happens. Your boss has a meeting and he brings everybody to the table and says, I'm selling the company. Bam, out of nowhere. Then from that point, everybody's looking at each other like, so what's going to happen to us? Because you've been with this company for all these years. You felt comfortable. You got relaxed. You go, this is my second home. And your boss says, listen, I had enough. This is what I'm going to do. I'm selling it. He has a last rah-rah. He even has a party just so you wouldn't be upset. But you're going to be upset regardless. You're going to go to the party. You're going to talk shit. How could he do this? Blah, blah, blah. But you still go to the party. Not realizing, what was the purpose of going to the party for? The party is the last rah-rah. For example, it doesn't matter how long you be with somebody. It doesn't matter how much service you put in. When that time comes, it's it. It's a wrap. All of you, even if you be in your churches and your synagogue and all that bullshit that you go to, and you believe so highly, so strongly, but when that shit comes to an end, that's a wrap. You just in time dealing with other people's shit. Or if you created it, you the person who create your system, whatever things you doing, and that time comes when you just tired and you done, you gone. Or if you follow another group of people where it's all over, it's done. Now what you gonna do? Because you put all your emphasis, you put all your strength, your blood and sweat and patience with these people. What happens? Some of you can't even pick up your shit and start all over. You lost. Because you put all your power into these fucking people. Because you allow these people to rule you. And you became comfortable. You don't get comfortable. If it ain't your shit, you didn't create it, you ain't build it, what the fuck are you gonna get comfortable for? You joined something. And if you so passionate about what the hell you're gonna do, and if you notice that the people that build whatever shit you into, they're not really moving a certain kind of way, something's wrong. Something's really wrong with that. I don't join no organization. Your whole conception is to know who the fuck you is, not to follow somebody and to think that's who you is. When you go to work, it's to do a job. That's it. It's not to sit up there and thinking your job is going to make you feel comfortable. The boss don't give a fuck about your comfortness. You're not supposed to. You're not hired to be comfortable. When you're at church, you think that the pastor, she's supposed to make you feel comfortable? No. They telling you go home and read the Bible, to follow the laws. Can you do it? You do it the best you can. And then you come back the next day with the same shit. Or some shit that, oh, I couldn't follow the laws. I slipped. I'm only human. That's what the fuck you get. Because you're putting all your motherfucking emphases and your power into something that someone built. You didn't build it. You just following that shit. And in the end, you know how many people left their church when the pastor died, or if the pastor got caught having sex with other women, or the pastor stole money from the fucking church, or the pastor decided he quit, he or she. You know how many people are lost? What we're gonna do? What we're gonna do? The pastor's gone. That's every fucking day. People popping shit, talking about, oh, I leave. Motherfuckers never got fired or never left a job. You pop shit. You ain't never left a job. You ain't never quit. Or you never got fired. So you don't know what it's like. You never tasted to build yourself all over again. Or you never had your own company. You don't know none of that shit. Because you fucking got yourself comfortable living with somebody else. You never had your own cars, your own apartment, your own house. You ain't had shit. And when you lost them shit, you didn't know what the fuck to do. You was lost. So you're trying to attach yourself to someone else so you can get comfortable again. But it doesn't matter. Because the older you get, time passes by. Of course, eventually, by the time you at the age that you don't give a fuck no more, then you go, well, I'm about to die anyways. I'm sick. My body's fucked up. My mind is all broken down. So now you don't care now. That's how the fuck y'all move. You really don't give a fuck. You know I'm telling the truth. All this shit that we doing is called entertaining ourselves. That's a fucking fact. Nobody gives a flying fuck about you. When you dead, trust and believe, after about a month or two, they forgot about who the fuck you is. Especially if you ain't did an impact in this world. You ain't changed nothing. Who are you? You got people now, if you say, do you know Marcus Garvey? Who? They got a man called Jesus Christ. Don't you know? They don't even know what Jesus Christ looked like. You could put any picture up and say, this is Jesus Christ. There's a picture of a Chinese Jesus Christ. There's a picture of a black Jesus Christ. There's a picture of a white Jesus Christ. It all depends on the person, what they want to believe. That's how deep and psychological this shit is fucking screwed up. People believe what other people put out. As long as they're comfortable, they don't care. You have to build your own fucking nest. Build your own shit. Be careful with other people because they'll try to attract themselves to you, attach themselves. They're not building with you. They're trying to attach themselves and follow you. And once you fail, and once you fall, them niggas is gone. They gone. Be aware of that shit. Don't give me that bullshit about blacks. But black people don't know who they are. How can you know each other? Because what? We all have we in the brown skin family, the melanin dark skin family. That don't mean shit. That don't mean nothing. You know it. Most of us don't get along. You could be in the same event. You say hello to somebody. How you doing? The fuck you talking to? That shit happens. That shit is real. You could be at the same event with all these brown people, and you say hello. Somebody will be like, real talk. You think everybody's smiling and happy all the fucking time? No, that's not real. Remember, people like being around shit that's going to entertain them. They might want to get some education about it, but getting education, now what you going to do with the education that you got, that you receive? Is it going to make you a better person? Because you are with your stripes is on your ass. That's just real talk, whether you want to believe that shit or not. Wake up to reality, because most of you don't want to be in reality. You want to be in an illusion. You love being an illusion. You're chasing that fucking money all day long. And some of you don't care about the money. You love feeding off of other people. That's what you do. Some of you so caught up in this revolution shit. What revolution? Nah, that shit ain't never happening, homie. You so caught up in it so deeply. You can't see the truth. Is live your fucking life until this shit is over. You're not coming back. You're living the human experience and you're not fucking coming back. And hypothetically, if you did, you wouldn't even know who the fuck you is. Hypothetically, if you did come back, hypothetically, you would never know who the fuck you were. It don't work like that. That's just a fact. But people like being comfortable, and when they get comfortable in their little world, they don't give a shit about nothing else. It's all entertainment. It's a fucking game. Some people gonna attach themselves to your bullshit, and other people gonna look at him. And even those people who sit up there watching you, they're following you because they got nothing to do. They don't have no life. Trust and believe. How you think people get rich? People who write books, people who create and make things. Because, oh, I like that. Oh, I like that book. They're not going to write no book. Motherfuckers ain't going to get on this fucking camera and talk. These niggas is hiding. So what they do, they be on social media watching for somebody else. You know, oh, look, I like the way he speaks. I like he's speaking the real. But they won't do it. They won't get in this camera and speak because they full of shit. And they know it. And the minute you say something that touches them, they might just come out because, remember, you can't see them. So they'll put in their comments, I don't like what the fuck you said. I don't like you talk about my Jesus. I don't like, and everybody's not Paul because it touched it. It touched them, and they don't like it. But these are people who will never come out and express their opinions. Never. They're comfortable with the shit they do. I'm sure I'm in Ra. Yeah. Hope you learned something. And be careful of people like, oh, I like you, I trust you. How the fuck you like me and trust you? I don't even know you. Peep the game.